Hi guys, we are here to talk about Fusion 360 and specifically how to bring an image and make that image usable into Fusion 360. And so in Fusion 360 we're used to drawing lines and making all that stuff and models, and that's great. And you can bring in an image and it'll work basically like a wallpaper where it will cover up a surface, or you can put it on top of a one side of an object or something like that. But that doesn't really help us be interactive, like when we're trying to create a 3D model of something, to a 3D print, for example. We need it to be interactive, where the lines become part of the program. And so what we're going to do is, eventually what we're going to do is we're going to insert something that's an image, but what we have to do first is make it into something called an SVG. An SVG is basically a vectorized version of an image. And so then it gives each part of the line of it a certain point and things like that. And we can talk about that in a second. So what we're going to do is go to Google, and we're going to do a Birch Run logo. Now you could do anything you wanted for this. You could do Michigan or Michigan State, or the Tigers, the Lions, superhero, Superman, Batman, X-Men, whatever you want. But the images that are going to work good, so we typed in Birch Run logo, and we'll go to images. The images that are going to work good are the ones that do not have shading. So right here we have multiple colors, and that's fine, right? But there's a distinct delineation between blue and yellow. For example, when you type in logo, you're not going to get, pictures like this aren't good. You get all sorts of shading. This might be a little tricky because you get the shades of yellow. But really what I'm talking about is, let's do, sorry, I should have been ready for this. I apologize. Here's a good one. Something like this where you have all these kind of, this white is shaded black and things like that. That's not going to work good for this. You want a very clear, delineation between what we're doing. So let's go back to just our Birch Run logo here, and we'll use this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to right-click on the logo now, and we want to save image as, and it comes out as a ping image, which is totally fine. And I'm going to save it to my downloads as Birch Run logo trial. You may not have the option to title it. When you go right click and download, it may automatically download to your downloads folder. And that's fine too. And so now we have the ping image saved to our downloads. And what we're going to do now is we're going to open up a new tab, and we are going to go image to SVG. And the very top one that pops up is Adobe. And we're going to go to Adobe, and what it says here is that it's going to then convert your image to an SVG for free. That's what we want. So then we're going to click upload your photo. It brings me here, and then I'm going to click on browse, and it takes me to basically here, all this option where I can find out where my image is. Yours should be in downloads as well, but yours might not be called this. It might be called something different. There's my little preview, and then when I bring it in here, it automatically vectorized. I didn't need to hit anything else. So my SVG is ready of this image that I brought in. So let's see how it works. Let's click download now. And again, yours might send it automatically to the downloads folder. It asks me if I want to label it something different. I don't really need to. And so now I have my ping and my .svg of that same thing. Okay. Now let's go back to Fusion. And so in here, we'll turn our origin on just so you guys can get a feel for what's going on. But I don't have to create a sketch or anything just yet. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go right to Insert. And you could do this at a different time or in a sketch plane or something like that. But for us, all we're going to do, just to give you an example here, is when I click Insert SVG, this pops up. And I want to insert it from computer. Downloads, make sure you get the one that you did. And now it's going to ask me to choose basically a sketch plane. And so maybe you would have already created a sketch plane. I have not at this point, so I'm just going to pick the bottom one. Okay, and there it is. Boom, just like that. And at this point, you could scale it, you could move it around. I think it is, if I zoom in, this right here would allow me to spin it. Don't mean to do that. Whoops, I lost it. Insert SVG, computer. Okay, there it is again. So I could spin it. This, I believe, would allow me to scale it. I'm not sure what this does. Oh, it flips it. That's cool. Flips it around. I'm not sure what. Oh, that's a uniform scale instead of just one way or the other. So then it's just, that moves it, I guess I should say, not scales it. So this is your scale here. I'm not sure. So we could put it on a specific point or something like that. Moving it around that way. So there's all sorts of cool stuff here that you can do with it. I'm not going to worry too much about that. You know, you could put it in a very specific point if you want, do a specific scale. There's our flip things there. What I want to do is just hit OK for the moment. And now you can see I'm in a sketch, and I've actually created a sketch even though I didn't mean to, just by going to Insert SVG. And so this is what's cool about this now, is now this image, we brought it in, and it's something that we could actually, you know, I could zoom in and grab this surface. Or if I wanted the border, I could get this. You know what I mean? You can get all these different lines, select things. You know, I can select this interior in here. But there is some stuff, sometimes some stuff that you have to get in there and clean up a little bit. But anyway, that's how you bring in an image. Usually it works pretty smooth. Sometimes you get a little bit of, and that's because of like the image quality wasn't the best. If we go back and look at this, you can see the pixelation here. So sometimes it doesn't know what to do with certain things. But it's a lot easier to do than drawing this all by hand. So that's how you bring in an SVG if you need to. And so now what I want you guys to do with this, let's do this. To turn this in so that I know you did it. We are going to, I was hoping to select this border, but it's not letting me, so it probably means there's a hole somewhere in this. That we would have to find. I was just hoping to find it quickly, but that's not happening. There we go. So what I did there, and I'll have you guys do that too then, I just drew in these two lines up here, and then that closed this surface. So now I should be able to, whoops, it's still not quite what I want it to do. Let's just do this so that I know. We'll just put like a watermark on it. So we're going to hit create, and we're going to hit text. And anywhere in here on this does not matter. That's way too big, so we're going to make it pretty small. Let's go 125. That's fine. Sample text. And put your name, first and last. And hit OK. And then what we're going to do is take a screenshot of that. Right there. And you can turn that in. So just bring in the Panther logo, throw your name on there, do a screenshot of that, and turn that in for this assignment. All right, sorry about that kind of delay there. Thanks.